Trick which you will love to perform anytime, anywhere with a deck of cards. It is easy to perform and it is beginners friendly magic. Even an experienced magician will find it very interesting because the end result is simply outstanding. I'm Kaushik Biswas and you are watching my channel Kaushik Biswas Magic. Every week I'm uploading not one but several magic and mentalism tutorials on this channel. So if you have come for the first time or if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'll request you please support me by subscribing this channel. If you like this video, strike the like button, share this video with your friends and write in the comments how you enjoyed my video. Also don't forget to strike the bell icon for new upload notifications. Without much ado, let me perform this trick for you and then I'll explain how to do it. As there is no one in the studio today, I'll be performing this trick all by myself and we'll assume that the spectator is sitting beside you. You show her a deck of cards and give the deck a shuffle and then tell the spectator that a deck of cards have some strange properties and I'm going to explain what the strange property is. I'm going to demonstrate that. So saying, what you do, you shuffle the cards and then you take out some cards from the deck. So you take some cards and place them over here. You tell them that you have taken out some cards and you are going to further mix these cards. So saying you mix these cards like so and it is randomly mixed, there is no doubt in that. You divide the cards into two piles. These cards are divided into two piles. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and let us see how many cards are there for. Oh, there are 8 cards, so 4 and 4. So that is divided into two equal parts and you say that in a moment 3 cards would be selected at random by the spectator and according to the value of the cards, some cards would be taken from the top to the bottom and it will all depend upon the spectator's free will. For example, if the card that is turned over from the deck is a 4, then she can take this pile and take one card from here to the bottom and the remaining 3 cards are counted from here in this pile like so. But it really doesn't matter. She has absolutely free choice. She can even count 4 cards from top to bottom from this pile or from this pile or 2 from here and 2 from there. It really doesn't matter. So saying, you shuffle the cards once again and then you ask the spectator to cut the deck from anywhere she pleases. Let us assume that she cuts from here and the remaining cards are placed on top. And then you say that the magical property of the playing cards is so strong that it can divine the extrasensory perception of the spectator. So saying, you said that the cards have been divided over here and she has done that. So 3 cards should be taken from the point from where she has cut the deck. So 3 cards are taken out, 1, 2 and 3. So these 3 cards are the spectator's choice. Let us see what the first card is. And the first card is a 7. In this case it is a 7. So she can count 7 cards in any way she likes as explained earlier. So let us assume that she counts 3 cards from here. 1, 2, 3 cards from here and 4 cards from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 7. And the top cards of both the piles are now taken and placed aside like so. The second card is a 2. The second card is a 2. So this time the lady needs to count 2 cards. Let us assume that she takes 1 card from the top and puts here. So that is 1. And another card from here to the bottom. So that is 2. Again, the top 2 cards of both the piles are placed here like so. And finally, the last card is a 5. So she has to count 5 cards. Let us assume that she counts 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards from here and 1 card from here. Absolutely free choice. And again, the top 2 cards are placed over here. The remaining 2 cards are placed over here. So these are the 3 cards the spectator has selected at random from the deck by cutting it anywhere she wanted to. Let us add these 3 cards, the numbers of these 3 cards. 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14. Now, the strangest thing is, these 2 cards add up to 14. 9 plus 5 is 14. Strange, isn't it? But that can be a coincidence. Don't forget the cards have been shuffled and she had made her own choice of counting cards. From the 2 piles, she has selected 3 cards at random. But that can be a coincidence. But what will you say here? 8 plus 6 is again 14. 7 plus 7 is also 14. 10 plus 4 is 14. Extremely strange, isn't it? That is the special magical property of playing cards. And that is the reason why magicians use playing cards to perform magic. I hope you enjoyed the performance, and this is a very beautiful trick. The end result is really mind-blowing. It is a setup deck. Only a few cards needs to be set up, and these cards which add up to 14 are 7, a 2 and a 5. You have to take this out from a deck of cards, and these cards are placed on top of the deck. The remaining cards, these are randomly shuffled deck. It is a randomly shuffled deck. So these 3 cards are placed on top. Remember, they can be in this order: 7, 2 and a 5. 5 being the top card when it is facing down. Now these 2 cards, these 2 cards add up to 14. So 5 plus 9 is 14. So you put them together like so. The suit doesn't matter. 8 plus 6 is 14. You place them on top in 2 piles. So these 2 add up to 14. Again, 7 plus 7 is 14. 10 plus 4 is 14. So put these piles on top. Now, if you have done it correctly, so every 4th card should add up to 14. So for example, here is a 5, then 1, 2, 3, and here is a 9. So this card plus this card will add up to 14. 8, then 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th card, is 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. So you can check it out. So this is the setup. You put these cards on top. Put this in your card box and you are ready for the performance. During performance, you need to give the deck some false shuffles and cuts. I have several videos on my channel detailing false cuts and shuffles, but I'll show you one here for the sake of completeness. So here is the setup. The 8 plus 3, that means 11 cards are on the top. Now you are shuffling from the bottom, so you shuffle very casually as you are talking to your spectators and talking about the special properties of playing cards, the magical properties of playing cards. Now as you reach towards the bottom of the deck, that means as you are reaching towards the setup, what you do, you put these cards at the back once again, so that the top setup remains undisturbed. So here it is. You can do it at the right speed, like so, as we're talking, and everything looks genuine. You have shuffled the cards genuinely, and then you say that I'm going to take out some cards. So saying, what you do, count 8 cards, but don't count one at a time. You again push 3 cards to your right hand, like so. Again 3 cards, like so. So 3 plus 3, 6, and then 2 cards. This can be done as you are talking, and it should look as if you had just taken some cards out of the shuffled deck. It should look as if you have taken some cards out of the deck. So as you are talking, you casually count 3 cards, then 3 cards, and then 2 cards, and you are holding now 8 cards in your right hand. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So there are 8 cards. You place them here on the table, on your mat, and then you said that I have got some cards and I'm going to divide these cards into 2 piles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards go in here, and these, oh, I have got 8 cards. That means there are 4 cards here and 4 cards here. That is perfect. Maybe that is one of the properties of the cards. But while you are counting the 4 cards here, you have to count them one at a time, reversing their order. But you should place all these cards without reversing the order. So these cards are in the reverse order. Now they are set for the performance. Now you say that in a moment you are going to choose 3 cards out of the deck. You can cut anywhere and 3 cards will be selected, and you need to count cards as per your wish. For example, if the card out of the 3 cards is a 4, you say that 4. Then what you do, you just take 1 card and put it from here to the bottom. You can do that, and maybe 3 cards from the top of this pile. 1, 2, 3, and that is your free choice. You can count 4 cards here and 4 cards from this pile, or 2 cards from this pile and 2 cards from this pile. It is an absolutely free choice. It's all up to you. But in order to demonstrate this, as you are demonstrating, you actually need to transfer 1 card from this left hand pile to the bottom, and 3 cards from this pile, from the top to the bottom, one at a time. Otherwise, this will not work. These 2 piles are now set. You need to force the top 3 cards. I use a very simple force. I cut. You ask the spectator to cut the deck anywhere. Let us assume that they cut from here, and the top half is placed on the table and the bottom half is placed in the form of a cross. So this is the top half. Now you need to divert their attention away from these cards for a few seconds. Now you can talk about the properties of the cards, or the magical properties, or the computer cards, whatever you feel like, and then you say that, remember, this is the place where you have cut 2, which is not true. Actually, this is the top half of the deck. But I have done it several times. It is a beautiful force. So they will think that they have actually cut the deck from there. So you take 3 cards one at a time and count them on the table like so. So the remaining cards are not required. You turn over the top card and it would be a 7. Now you tell her that, as you have explained before, she can count 7 any way she likes. Let us assume that she counts 6 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards from here and 1 card from here. Now these 2 cards are taken and placed together. The next card is turned over and it should be a 2, and here is a 2. So she can count 1 from here and 1 from here. Let us assume that she counts 2 cards from here. So 1 and 2, and then the top cards are, they should be placed here like so, not face up. Finally, the last card is a 5, and she counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again the top 2 cards are placed together here and the remaining 2 cards are placed over here. You ask them to add up these 3 random cards they have selected from the deck, and this will add up to 14. 7 plus 2, 9 plus 5 is 14, and this will all add up to 14. 7 plus 7 is 14, 9 plus 5 is 14, 10 plus 4 is again 14, and 8 plus 6 is 14. This is a real beautiful magic trick with a beautiful climax. I hope you enjoyed today's performance and tutorial. Please give it a try and let me know in the comments how you enjoyed today's video, today's tutorial. See you again next time in the next video. Till then, bye bye.